Hello there, this is Mark II, and I have good news. This is Minecraft as seen on my new computer. It has arrived, and it's fairly awesome, but it did take me a couple of days to get the thing set up, and it took me most of the entire weekend to get the audio recording right so that I could record my voice. It took literally better part of 2 days to get that right, and now I'm noticing another problem. The music is probably way too loud, so let me see what we can do about that. Because I've moved everything over to the new computer, of course. So let's move the music down to where it's just barely irritating, and weather down as well. And let's see, the rest of this stuff should be okay. I was extremely disappointed because I got a Creative Labs Sound Blaster external audio card, which would theoretically allow me to have a lot more control over my recordings. Unfortunately, it's supposed to be like that. Don't worry. These are slabs. Unfortunately for me, the it doesn't seem to work for some reason. So what I've got to do, I've contacted them, so I'm doing the best I can with what I have, and I'm gonna have to. I guess I'll have to do something like this here. Do what I'm trying to do. Anyway, what I've done here is I've built the next level up from the existing level, and I want to go up here and make sure that we've got enough light. So I had an open area over here, and I had to leave a hole in the roof up here so that I'd be able to get back down again. Of course, there's no problem jumping off. You can jump off here, and most any way you go, you're going to run into ocean, and there will be no problem with getting smacked or anything falling down. So, whoops, we can fall onto the this thing here, whatever it is. That was an unfortunate loss. Okay, so what we have here is I've built this out because we have to expand the laboratory to be a little more self-sufficient. Right now, every time I need something, I have to go all the way down and come all the way back up here via the precarious stairways because I don't have any glass. Well, I don't have the colored glass that I really want for the this connector area down here. This should all be surrounded in colored glass someday. And I don't have that, and right now it's kind of disconcerting walking up these stairways, even though I know I've fallen that far, and it doesn't kill me as long as I'm wearing my feather falling boots. So anyway, what's going to happen here is each one of these openings is going to lead to some kind of farm. I'll have trees for one thing, because I've got no trees. There are, of course, trees off in that direction somewhere, possibly. That's a jungle over there, and we should have some trees over there. We don't know whether there's anything more than just a tiny little island over here. Haven't done that exploration yet. I'm going to do something with these hanging things. I'm going to do something just to make them look like they're supported somehow or another. And I have a couple ideas, but I have not started working on that just yet. So anyway, each one of these will go out to a different one for like trees and one for pumpkins and whatever other crops I feel like I might need. So anyway, we're getting fairly high up in in the world here. So Yeah, because see that there, looking at it from here, that's just kind of sticking out, and I need to do something to make it look supported. I'm also going to put something like railings on the side of it. Even though it's perfectly safe to fall off of it, it's not a big deal. You can easily fall off of this, and you'll be fine. It's perfectly okay. And then you can just swim around here and get up on the jetty, and you're fine. So that's just a convenient way. Actually, that's the way I get down that far anymore, is to just jump off and come over here. So I have all my stuff right now. So anyway, I was just happy that I finally had an inspiration to check a couple other things on the audio recording settings, and I wanted to go ahead and record something here so that I'd have something recorded. And this is a tricky place here, but anyway, we've built. See, I need to build something, but we're going to have glass and stuff around this. And there it is. I am not doing any overtime. I'm done with my overtime. We did about 3 weeks, and left me with no time to do any kind of recording or playing during the week. And the weekends, of course, are mainly turned into times of getting caught up so that I could be presentable for work when Monday rolls around. And that's pretty much what my life has been like for the last few weeks. But now it should calm down a bit, and I should be able to be a little more productive if playing video games is productive. So anyway, I'll probably be back in about a second or a week or however long it is. I'm not really sure, because I know that this won't be published for probably at least another week. So anyway, by which time I'll probably have better audio, but you won't get it on here because it won't happen yet. Time's funny that way. So anyway, hang in there, and thank you very much for watching. If this is the end, welcome back if this is the beginning, and thanks for being there in any case. This is Mark II. Okay, I made kind of an error when I did this. I had my microphone mispositioned, so I didn't catch any of my narration while I was recording this. But I wanted to share it with you because that's a witch. There's a witch in there. And this is back at the ranch. We're at the XP farm. And this is my first witch. I'd never had a witch before. And that's it. That's the first witch. The witch is pretty tough. I think I'm getting ready to try to kill the witch here in a minute. So let's see what I do. I don't really remember what it looks like the other day. One of the big things I was worried about was the young zombies, the baby zombies, the little tiny kid zombies that I don't like that much. And they would be able to get out of there, and they actually can. When I first got down here, one did escape out from the right side over there where there's no protection. Didn't look like he could get out on the left side. On the left side there's a fence there that's originally there to keep spiders from getting out from under there. But as you can see, we got a piece of redstone dust from the witch. Witches have some pretty good drops, I think, so that might work out reasonably well if we ever get back to the ranch and doing some ranching. So more witches. I think I got like 3 witches just in the months at a time I was working there, and I couldn't get any more baby zombies. So anyway, so that's really all I wanted to share from this. The rest of it I'm just going to cut out because it's nothing important. I didn't do anything spectacular. The only thing of note was the witch, and there's 2 witches, 3 witches total. So anyway, be back in about a second or so. This is all done on the new computer with all new systems, and everything is very strange and new, and I'm kind of struggling with it right now, and I appreciate your patience. So hang in there. We'll see you in about a second or a week or something. Hi there, I'm back, And it's a nice cool night here in the secret laboratory. We have the moon rising to the east, and this is not a diving board. And we're in the middle of nowhere. Sun has just set in the west. Got a little desert and jungle. Nothing much has changed, except that I have basically finished the pumpkin farm. It's functional, but it isn't really complete. We have a couple of pumpkins here already. I've actually harvested a few, lit by jack-o'-lanterns, and this is going to be the permanent lighting here. Unlike other places in the secret laboratory, this is the final lighting for this area. What I haven't decided on yet is whether it's going to have a full roof or if I'm going to leave it open. I wouldn't need to leave it open with all of these jack-o'-lanterns in here. It'll be plenty bright for everything to grow, so that's not the issue. Anyway, what I'm going to do now is break, and I'm going to go work on the big logo because I have some dye. I went back to the ranch. I had a little bit of an abortive recording attempt over at the ranch, and so what I got from there was dye and what else did I get? Mainly dye. That was the most important part. What I didn't get was any wool. I should have gotten some wool. I didn't have room for it though. I had only so much space. Oh, I did also include in here some. There's some space down here underneath, which is currently just empty. I don't know if I'll ever do anything with this or not. Over on the other side, there's similar sort of situation, but then over here there is a practical service. I have an infinite water spring there, which was useful in building it, so I may as well keep it here. Okay, so now I really am going to break. I'm going to work on the logo, and I'll be back shortly. And we'll show that, and by then maybe there will be enough pumpkins to give a demonstration of how this farm works. Meanwhile, I'll be back in about 1 second. Alright, there's the desert, and over here is the secret laboratory. Pumpkin farm directly overhead, just about. And there's our long-awaited logo in stained glass. We'll just kind of pan around it here. I've got two sides done, and this is taking an awful lot of glass. The bottom down here is not glass, that's lapis lazuli blocks, so that's an awful lot. That's like 100 blocks, which would be around 900 pieces of lapis to make that that lower part down there. So anyway, that's that. Let's swim on in here and have a look at our pumpkins. See how the pumpkins are doing. See if I can demonstrate the pumpkin farm and how it's going to work. I've had to make several trips back to the tiny apartment to get supplies and so forth. I don't know what I'm going to do about these doorways, if I'm going to put doors in there or just leave them open. Probably won't matter. We'll think about it. I don't want to do anything overly ambitious like automated doors or anything like that. Could probably do it. Anyway, let's see. Before, I believe we pointed out, here's the collection point for the 3 streams. Basically water conveyors. Let's see what we got by way of fair number of pumpkins. We haven't totally spread it out here though. Let's see what we got over here. Got a couple. Okay, that's probably good enough to demonstrate. So anyway, when you get up here and you punch your one button, and then that sets off 30 pistons. And then some of these pumpkins are not going to cooperate, and we're hoping that half or better do. I think that's usually what we look for with this kind of pumpkin farm. This is by no means the first of its kind. It's a fairly common kind of design in principle. Just you have a piston for every pumpkin, and the piston then pushes the pumpkin off. The arrangement I have here allows me to drive those 30 pistons and only use 2 redstone repeaters. So it's fairly economical the way it's set up here. Let's see how many pumpkins we gathered. 32. Actually, I don't think that's what we got this time, because I'm pretty sure that I put some more in there before. So figure that wasn't bad, because it could be a maximum of 30, so obviously there were some there. I believe there were 11 or 15 or something. So I figure about 16 or so that we got this last time. So the trick is you need to wait until it's all fairly mature and they're all ready, because what tends to happen is when the, say for instance that one pushed it, if there's not another one over here, it's going to tend to fall over on the other side, sort of like happened with this one here. But anyway, all the pumpkins are fully mature now, and they should be producing loads and loads of pumpkins. I don't know whether I'm going to put a roof on this or not. I'm inclined to, and the reason is I get a lot of thunderstorms out here. And I get out here and I'm trying to work, and then the thunderstorm starts up. I don't want to get hit with lightning at a high altitude. Even though I'm going to fall off into the ocean, it isn't going to matter. I still have to go and swim my way back into the secret laboratory, and it's inconvenient. So anyway, there's that. That's working. The logos are half done. That's going to be tedious, and it'll take me a little while to do that. But in the meantime, well, looks like from out here, can't really see it. That's the pumpkin farm. I'm going to put something, because it just floats out there, that doesn't really look right. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do it, whether I'm going to have something that looks like supports coming underneath it, or as I build it up, we're going to be building additional height to it here. Whether I'll put something down that makes it look like it's suspended, supported from above, one or the other, don't know. But I'll do it for all of them. And we'll be building other farms, tree farm. I've got some netherwort, we're growing some netherwort, so we got that available over here. And we still have this experiment that we can run anytime we want. And that's always a lot of fun. So, okay. Thanks for watching. I wonder if there should be, I think there should be an astronomy thing where, like that looks like a constellation there. Maybe that's like a creeper, like that. I have to see if they're always the same. That looks kind of like Cassiopeia. Missing a star though. But here we go. Oh, and there's a giraffe, I think. Anyway, maybe maybe someday we'll do that. Thanks for watching. We'll be back next time. I have absolutely nothing. I'm totally caught up now, and so basically I think the next adventure will include trees. We'll grow some trees.